Morning guys, welcome back to the channel. So it's been a couple of weeks since I did an update for you. I actually took some time off last weekend, went along to Beauty Auto Jumble, had a great day despite some horrific weather. Came back with a few spares, found a bumper for George, as well as 3 tail lights. They're £1 each, so why wouldn't you buy them? So the plan is for this morning to do a little bit of light tinkering. On Allegros especially, on the front suspension, they have greasable worn joints. I plan to get to the nipples, ladies. So first things first, to get the car off the ground, I'll get it onto axle stand so it's safe, because that is important. And then we'll get the wheels off and I can get to the grease points and you'll see exactly what I'm talking about. Right, so car's up in the air, wheels are off. This is what I'm talking about just here. There's one there and there's also one up the top. You can see that on camera. The sun's not in the best position for filming, but I'm going to get these out because I've previously tried to get a grease gun onto that point, but I think they're just blocked where they've been sat for so many years. So we're going to get them removed. You just need a small socket on there, they'll come out and we can try and clean those up. So I'm just going to remove them because I've already tried to clean them up and get the grease gun on there. It didn't work the first time. The grease has just come out the end of the nozzle, so I just suspect they're blocked up. I think from memory it's like a 6 or 7 mil. Might be a bit bigger than that actually. Typically it's an 8 mil. My socket I've got to hand has got remains a bolt stuck in it, so I need to go and find another 8 mil socket. 2 seconds. Right, I'm back. By the power magic you saw nothing there. I've got a second toolkit, very kindly given to me by my brother last Christmas. Come in handy for a lot of jobs, so thank you, Chris. That's come undone straight away, that's good. You see that one there? Focus. Now these have a little spring in them, so when you push the nozzle on the end of it, ladies, it pushes in and allows the grease to flow through the nipple steady. So I'm going to get some brake cleaner through that, I think, but I might just use the end of a wire brush. That does seem to work because it's the only thing small enough to get into the, I was going to say orifice there, but I won't, too late. There's lots of innuendo this morning. So I'm going to get the wire brush and see if I can unpick it. Well, there's a little tip for you. Anything with a point that's firm, this is getting ridiculous, that you can get in the end of there. Now, I'm using an old Allen key. You're probably thinking, what is this guy doing? But I can feel pushing that in there, there's a spring in there. Now this is probably clogged with grease, like I suspect, which is why I can't get the grease into the joint at the moment. So I'm just going to exercise it a bit and blast it with some brake cleaner, and that should hopefully unblock them. I could have just gone and bought new ones, but why replace what isn't necessary to replace? Does that make sense? I don't know. Should do. Absolutely nothing wrong with this, it's just blocked up. As were the bleed nipples on the calipers before I change the calipers for new ones. Thanks, James. Cheers. Yeah, that's, yeah. Well, that's considerably less unclogged than it was. I'm going to put that back. I'll just bring the camera in, you can see exactly what I'm doing. Can't actually get the tripod low enough to get in there, so I'm going to just freehand this while I put this back in. I find these a bit fiddly getting them started because there's such little thread on there. It's going to be at exactly the right angle. There we go. I'll just nip that up quickly. While you were off camera there, I just did the same to the other one, so I can just finish unblocking that and put that back. And we can try and get some grease in there. Right, I hope you can see what's going on. So I'm going to go for the top one first, just to show you what's meant to happen. If it's unblocked now, we should get some grease coming out of the top here. That's what's meant to happen anyway. I've worked with these grease guns before, which I'll show you off camera in a second. Go on the end of the nipple, there's that word again, absolutely square with a bit of pressure behind it. I'm just going to try and get some grease into this joint now, so pump it up. It's coming straight at the bottom. Why is that not working? Let's just come out the top. Well, some sort of success. I've got one side done so far. This is taking a lot longer than I anticipated, but it's got a warm out as well, so I'm just going to crack on with the other side off camera. Then I've got an update for you, so I'll come back to you once the other side's all done. Right, so I've got that side unblocked, so it's just a question of regreasing it now. Well, that's that job ticked off the list. Been meaning to do that for a while now. I've done one other thing, so I'm going to just put the camera underneath and show you what that is. And I've just put some Underseal on the tie bar mountings. That's a weak spot on the Allegro, so they need to be protected. These are in really good order, so you can see under there. I've just covered all that in Underseal, so hopefully that'll just stop it rusting through. So to the big announcement. Well, it's not really a big announcement, it's to do with the two cars I've got. Those of you who follow the channel will know that I've got a Fiesta and the Allegro. I made a decision, one of them's going to have to go. And it's not going to be the Allegro, obviously. Yeah, the Frida Fiesta will be going at the end of the week. The deal's already been done. It was on eBay, it's now sold, pending collection. I can't afford to run two cars at the moment, and obviously I don't want to give the Allegro away. That's the last thing I want to do. So George has got to be reliable, so hence all my work for the last few months, getting it to the point where I can now use it daily. I'm fairly confident he's going to be alright. I did a good compression test the other day, or rather I did a compression test the other day, that's come back alright. So yeah, big times ahead. George is going to put some miles on him. Obviously I'm not going to use him all year round. When it comes to October time I will buy another banger for the fleet, just something I can knock around in over winter, because I don't think it's fair to do the mileage on the Allegro. Oh, just before I go, one more thing. New number what do you think? Little present for George. Anyway, see you in the next one. Austin Allegro.